I'm watching that sedan to the left. I don't know what he's up to. I'm just riding on the sidewalk, so don't mind me. Why am I on the sidewalk? I should drop down, right? Bike blogger here. On my way nowhere right now. It's the end of summer, topic of the day. Just going out for a leisurely bike ride. Into summer 2021. Sounds kind of futuristic. Something out of a sci-fi film. 2021. So anyway, it's pretty nice today. It's under 90 Fahrenheit. I looked it up, by the way. I was wondering what that was in Celsius. 90 Fahrenheit in Celsius. I learn something new every day. Is 194 Fahrenheit. So 90 Celsius is extremely hot, although it's still below the boiling point of water, which is 100 Celsius, or I believe 212 Fahrenheit. I think the hottest temperature on Earth was recorded recently in the United States, in Death Valley or somewhere out in the desert. I can't remember what it was. I don't think it was 130, but it was close to 130 Fahrenheit. And I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's still way below the boiling point of water. Although you could, I guess, fry an egg on a sidewalk. But yeah, fortunately, it doesn't get that hot around here. It does get very humid though. In the middle of the continent, North America. Woo! End of summer though. End of summer. Where am I going? I don't know. Just riding my bike right now. Enjoying the warm weather. Because I know the cold weather is coming. And I'm not looking forward to that. Although, there's a lot to be said about colder weather. You can just layer up. So it's actually pretty easy. And you tend not to sweat as much, especially due to humidity with the cool, humid temperatures. Let's go that way, but I'm waiting for this guy because he just came around the bend. Let him go ahead of me. There's another SUV. He just came out of the intersection. Oh well. You can follow me. Follow me on YouTube. I'm Bike Blogger. Let's go straight. A little car pulled out there. So yeah, no topic today, really just, this is gonna be posted on Friday, so not exactly the very end official of summer, which I think is, I don't know, Wednesday or something like that, the 21st of September for the Northern Hemisphere. Brakes are kind of weird. Okay. I think this guy's probably gonna want to park ahead of me here. So I'm gonna keep a little distance from him. Yeah, so we're in the Northern Hemisphere, so our summer is between, what, June and September. The Southern Hemisphere, I believe, is December to March. So yeah, we're in the transition between the hots and the colds, no matter what hemisphere you're in. And so we'll be moving into autumn, so known as fall. Actually my favorite season, when all the trees change colors and stuff. So yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Woo! I don't want to jinx it, but I think we've made it all the way through the cycling season, or I should say the summer season, without a bicycle accident. That's kind of weird for me. I log a lot of miles, or I mean, you know, for the average Joe, I log more miles than the average person. And yeah, we've been doing really good this year. I don't know why that is. I owe it up partially to luck. But yeah, this is the final summer weekend for the Northern Hemisphere. So take it all in. Take it all in while you can. Even though a lot of people are back from their vacations or back to school already. Still enjoying the nice warm weather as it continues for probably at least another month or so, maybe 2, at least in terms of temperatures where you don't need to be wearing a coat. Let's go left. Whew. I can smell the, not necessarily I guess the paint, but I can smell the pavement. It's or the asphalt. It's new. The paint definitely looks new. And I don't know what the deal is here though, but it feels a little more bumpy than it was before when it was concrete. It feels not very smooth. It's kind of got a rolling vibration to it on this road here. Which way to go now? Keep going straight, or I can make a left or a right. Yeah. Guess I keep going straight. There's another cyclist up there. I don't know if we'll catch up to him or her. It's kind of hard to see from this far back. Up the hill, bike blogger. So yeah, seasons are changing. Things are changing. I'll give you a little bit of a tease. Things might be changing a little bit. Let me make a left here. On the Bike Blogger channel, as you know me, I'm always moving around and stuff, so we'll have a slightly different commute probably pretty soon. I don't know where I'm going. Let's go this way now. It will be still within town here, so not really much different, but we'll be mixing things up a little bit. I like to mix things up. Woo-wee. It feels wonderful today. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go left now. Now we're making loops. There's nice big trees, taking in all the green while we still have it. A lot of big trees don't actually start flushing out with leaves and stuff until about June for certain trees. So actually we have probably almost a good 4 or 5 months of just full blooming trees with just all the greenery before it starts changing colors. When you think about it, actually that's not very long. I guess that's like a 1/3 of the year is a full growing, full bloom season or whatever for trees. So you get that from, like, you know, April or more like May. I don't know, it depends on your climate, I guess, right? So you have May, June, July, August, September maybe. So yeah, you got 4 or 5 months of nice weather, and then when everything is nice and shady, because of course when it gets cold all the leaves come off. But that's okay, because then the sun can poke through and keep you a little warmer in the winter. So it's not all bad, I guess. Everything does something for a reason. Well, let's go straight. Let's get out of this, let's head into the city a little, I guess. Get out of this subdivision. I wasn't really paying attention. Not sure what road I'm on, but I think this leads out to the main drag. Skinker Boulevard. Oh, look at that. They got a speed hump. Huh. Whoop. Looks kind of new. I don't think that was there before. Some of these streets have gates, so you can't really easily get in and out of them. I mean, I'm on a bike, so I can hop the curb and ride the sidewalk. And, oh yeah, okay, so yeah, there is a gate here, but it's open. So I just want to cross over, pretty much. Cross over. Oh, this is pretty good blind spot to my right. Let's wait for Mr. Red Jeep. And then we're gonna jump out in the middle, wait for Mr. White car. And I'll make a left. I'll find the part in the curb where it's not super steep and pop that. Now we're on the trail. I'll take this into the city. Into the city. Golf course to the right. People out whacking their balls around on the golf course. Yeah, nice pleasant ride today. I might have the speedometer on the screen. I've been doing that more recently. I didn't think I'd stick to it, but you know, trying to get a workflow going with my video editing that, you know, to get it to a point where you figure out what works for you and you can do it a little more efficiently. Of course, my computer hardware and my internet connection are only so good. Of course, that's only money, honey, right? You upgrade and make things a bit faster. But the editing part, the part that's takes the creativity, whatever creativity I do actually do on my videos, is kind of time that's just depends on me. How much time I'm gonna spend on it. All right, guess we'll wait here. Okay. I was just a little too fast. Just a little bit too fast. If I had gone a little slower, I wouldn't have had to stop back there. That's okay. It's okay. Oh yeah, I read a news article. It said some of the homeowners on the street right there, straight overhead or to our left now, they want to reduce the street down to one lane both directions. So a 2-lane road, but let's see, can I be past these guys? A 2-lane road, but like maybe put in bike lanes. That'd be cool. I mean, we already have a what would this be, class 3 in California or whatever, or in the Bay Area, I don't know. A segregated bike lane, in other words, a trail. But they might be putting bike lanes on that road over there. I don't know. I think there's been talk about that for years. So it gets quite a bit of traffic. They're talking about basically putting the road on a road diet by reducing the number of lanes on it. Will that actually reduce traffic? Well, probably actually it would. I mean, I can tell you though, from an traffic engineering perspective, if you add lanes to something, they will get used. So, from what I know, well, little I know about traffic engineering, adding lanes does not reduce traffic. People will just come from wherever and they'll use it. They'll go wherever they can get to their destination fastest, basically. So if you reduce a road down or you make it less pleasant to drive on, it will actually get used less. I can't tell you how much less, but there will be a difference there. Of course, it's all musical chairs because you still got the same people and they gotta get to where they gotta get to. So they're just gonna be moving around, shuffling around from one roadway to another. So this road's kind of unique though. It's right next to a big park here, but it also is a connection between the county and the city. And it's an old road and it's been used a lot by a lot of traffic for a long time. So someone made the decision at one point, I think, to cede some of the property from those big lots to the left, those mansions, to expand it and use it as kind of a thoroughfare. And so I don't know if like some of the homeowners or the property owners at one time, decades ago or a century ago or whatever, they made some good money basically giving up some rights to their dog. Oh, actually, oh geez, easy. Last minute decisions. I can actually go up this way and then make a left and get back on the trail I was on. because this is going to take me into the park, and I don't want to go very deep into the park. Although now we got more pedestrians. Woo. Let's get over.
I know it had a fire.
There we go. Yeah, I try not to get too fed up with people. You know, I mean, if I had a bell, I don't have a bell on my bike. I could ring that and let people know I'm behind them, and they can maybe move out of my way. Or you just shout at them. Shout weird things at them, like, you know, ride a bike, bicycle lane. Whatever. This is a multi-use path though, so everybody without a motor is allowed, even though I see scooters on this trail from time to time, unfortunately. But hey, you know, if you're not hurting anybody, then I guess I don't have a big deal about that. Definitely don't want to see cars on here, although I do sometimes see golf carts driving on the bike or the multi-use path, and I really don't like that. They take up a lot of space, they stink, and it's cheating. You're cheating. I suppose riding a bike could be considered cheating from people who are walking, because I'm still using a machine of sorts. Something with a crank and a chain and some gears. Man, yeah, I was wondering where that was. There's a spot back there with tree roots, and it's popped up part of the trail back there, and I hit that one time at night. It was hard to tell because, you know, the ground's dark, and it was dark and it was under the shadows of a tree, and I hit it and it was like, whoa, I definitely got a little air time out of my seat and off my pedals, I think. Although I have to admit I was probably going a bit fast, like almost 15 miles per hour, which is not a great idea to be doing. I actually don't have lights on this bike, I just realized. Fortunately, it's very bright still right now, so no big deal there. Let's get around the pedestrian, and I'm watching, there's an SUV to my right, and he's going for it, so we'll let him go. And now I'm gonna start myself up here. It looks like the sedan's waiting for me. I'll give him a little wave or pull my fingers off of the, like that, pull my fingers off of the handlebars, let them know I'm cool with you. Thanks for waiting for me, as you should, because I was at the intersection first. But okay, so this is about it here. Last bit of trail. We'll get out of the park here, ride around the city a little bit, and then I guess head back home. Woo-wee. Yeah, it's just beautiful day today. It's late afternoon right now, before lunchtime. Perfect time on the weekend. It is the weekend to get a little exercise and breathe what fresh air we still have on this planet. All right, yeah, okay. Nobody behind me. Up another bike lane. This is actually concrete, and except for the parts where it's like falling apart, this concrete's smoother. It feels smoother than that asphalt I was on earlier. Yeah, problem with this bike lane is it's in the door zone. You could probably pretty easily tell I was pretty close to those cars back there, those SUVs. Okay, so now got a lot of choices here. So I can make a left and then a right, head down Lindell Boulevard. Typically I'll go right here and just stay on the same road, which turns into a Pine, I think. Is that correct? I don't know. Don't travel through the city a lot. Actually, right behind me, if I had made a left, I would have been able to go right to that light, because it's green right now. Even though there's nobody there, it must be timed or something. It's kind of odd. I don't know what that means with this. Now this intersection's, it's red up here, so let me think a little bit. There's a bike lane. I guess I could go straight. Kind of thinking of making a right and then a left. That's also an option, I guess. Check out that weird building right there in front of me to the left. It's pretty new. It's a condo building. It's kind of funny looking. It reminds me when you're backed up further, like you're deeper in the park or something, and you see it from afar. And there's like a ambulance or something coming. There's a couple hospitals around here. But yeah, that weird looking building, it kind of looks like popcorn, popcorn, what do you call them? I'm watching that ambulance because he's getting closer. He's a couple blocks that way though, so I'm good. Although I probably should have waited. Although the hospital is actually a couple blocks that way, so he might have just been rolling into the hospital. Although I thought usually, or maybe it depends on whether you're in a neighborhood or not, like where people sleep. But when you're within like a quarter mile of a hospital, you're supposed to turn off your sirens, I think. I think that's kind of a rule, but I don't know if that's a rule everywhere. But then again, this is a city, so if you choose to live here, you're kind of expecting it to be kind of loud at times. Yeah, okay, that ambulance is gone now. He continued down that road I crossed earlier, a block ago. So, Whole Foods to the left here, that's a grocery store, now owned by Amazon. Oh man, dang. Amazon, I think, also bought, recently, in the last few months, they bought MGM, I think, the film studio with Leo the cat, a lion. It goes rawr at the beginning of a movie or a TV show or whatever. Woo-wee. And I think another big corporation, Apple, they I think their total value or whatever is about to cross $3 trillion or something, their market value or whatever you call it. I don't know enough about the stock market, but total valuation or something. I'm not sure if that means assets, not including debts. Not that it really matters. You're filthy rich at that point. But I found it interesting though. It said something like, because I was reading an article on it, and it said like 50% of Apple's product based, or where they make all their money, is from iPhones. So, smartphones. And then like another 20% is like the App Store, Apple TV service sort of stuff. And then, so that's like what? Like, I guess 70%. And then, what's left? 30%, I guess, is like their Macintosh computer and whatever merch they sell. I don't know. I'm not an Apple user. Boy, we're just rambling today. I've been getting into Linux. Okay, here's a controversial debate. How do you pronounce Linux? Linux is a operating system kernel, which is a thing that basically allows software and hardware to talk to each other, I guess. So Linux isn't actually an operating system. It's Linux plus GNU, which is the software, makes the operating system. But anyway, that's semantics or geeky, nerdy stuff. How do you pronounce it though, right? Well, the name derives from the guy who first came up with the name, I guess. The guy who came up with a lot of his name is Linus. And in English, we pronounce his name as Linus, like the kid on, what is it, Charlie Brown? And then it was a combination of basically his name and Unix, the operating system. Think Unix is an operating system. It's been around for decades. So combining those two, you would think the proper way to pronounce it in English would be Linux, not Linux. Not like linen, Linux, but Linus. So yeah, I don't know. But then he's from Finland, so he's got his own English accent, which I don't know what you would call that. It's not, I guess, non-American English accent, I should say. Which is pronounced Linux, something like that. I don't know, because he doesn't pronounce his name Linus. Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway, that's just a pronunciation between regions. Yeah, I think the proper pronunciation is Linux, but you'll hear everybody say Linux, and that's fine, whatever. Anyway, oh, we got some, I'm watching that sedan to the left. I don't know what he's up to. I'm just riding on the sidewalk, so don't mind me. Why am I on the sidewalk? I should drop down, right? I should probably do that not near an intersection too. So we'll wait for some folks here. They're lining up behind me. Is there somebody on the roof over there? Oh no, that's like a statue or something on that roof. Yeah, that white sedan, he's like backing up into the alleyway back there or something. I don't know if the camera caught it. Anyway, so I've been looking at Linux. And let's go straight here. And as just basically a basic operating system for doing basic things like browsing the web, word processing, that sort of stuff. It's very cool, actually. It's also looking at BSD, which is even more stable, but it's also doesn't have the community that Linux does. So yeah, anyway, I've been looking into that. Woo-wee. Very quiet. I feel like I'm traveling the wrong direction because all the people parked on the right are kind of parked, you know, facing the other way, and several of them are parked so they're backed into the parking spaces, which is incorrect. Anyway, so straight ahead, I think I see the St. Louis Arch, maybe? Because I am in St. Louis. We're at Laclede and Laclede. What am I in the center of the universe? What is this? I'm at Laclede Avenue and oh no, I'm just looking at the same signs. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm confused. Yeah, we're at Laclede and Laclede. What the heck is happening? I'm confused. We're at Laclede Avenue and then the signs on the lights say Laclede. So that's weird. No, am I going crazy? Oh no, I am going crazy. Okay, yeah, we're at Laclede and I don't know what the street name is where we're at here. Yeah, because there's no sign up. No, I was just confused because there's a street sign that's in green. It says Laclede, and then the signs on the stoplights say Laclede, and they're in blue, which I think is something to do with the St. Louis University here. It's kind of like their color scheme. Yeah, I pulled all the way over to the left and to the up into the crosswalk here, so I could let the one guy behind me go because I figured there'd be somebody wanting to make a right turn. Now I'll pull back over to the right a bit. Okay. So yeah, we're on Laclede Avenue, I think, right now. I don't know what that intersection was back there though, because it didn't say what the street name, unless I wasn't paying attention, unless I didn't realize it. Could very well have missed it or something. It's a bit of a hill to climb here. Whew. We're probably gonna turn around at the top of the hill though. Huh. They're building something, I'm not sure what. Looks like maybe a parking garage. to the left I just passed. Woo-wee. Man, the hill is getting getting steep, and I gotta stop on the hill. Love that. Okie dokie. All right, we just passed Laclede in Spring. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the St. Louis Gateway Arch straight ahead. I wasn't so sure at first because I couldn't see it in full. And I was wondering if it was just like, I don't know, some other arch or arc or whatever you call it. All right, so what are we gonna do now? I don't know, BikeBlogger. Should we make a left? Maybe we make a left. We'll go straight. Whew. Oh, I'm loving that wind. Nice and cool. Whew. I can't tell where Laclede goes here. I think it looks kind of like a dead end straight ahead. Like it just runs into the campus or something. Although I'm not certain if the campus goes much further here. Maybe just one more block. I guess we'll find out, right? I don't know if I don't think I've ever come down this road before. I'm gonna slow down here. Mercetti Towers West. I think I'm gonna U-turn it because I think it dead ends here. I don't know if this is student housing. Could be wrong about that. Oh, okay, cool. We can zoom back out of here. So just kind of turn around now. Go back up this way. Okay. So we're just gonna go back the way whence we came. Wait. So the good news is that when we go back this way, I'll be able to go downhill. And I can just roll downhill and feel like I'm going really fast with no effort. Yeah, since it's later in the afternoon, the sun's getting low, so I apologize for that. It's kind of hard to see things. Hey. So I think what I'm gonna do is, if I get a left turn signal, maybe I'll go left, yeah. I'm gonna go left here. Actually, I can pop the, no, I'm not gonna get up on the, I just see where this goes. I'm gonna cut to the gas station. Yeah, let's cut to the gas station. This is where bikes go. And that's the highway, I think, to my, no? Is it not the highway? What is it? No, it's not the highway, it's just a regular road. I'm a little turned around, I don't live around here. So I guess we can pop out to the street. Let's do that. Just look kind of like a highway on-ramp, but it's not. There's just like a tunnel or a bridge or something to my left there. I think I am on, what's the name of the road? Forest Park Parkway, maybe? I think that's what I'm on right now. It's a big road. It's pretty easy though right now because I'm just rolling downhill. Oh, bumpy. Try to keep the video screen level, but it might be off a little bit. I'll check it in post. Sometimes I can rotate it and fix it a little bit, but it's nice not having to do extra editing work if you don't have to. These videos. Anyway, I'm not doing really any effort, so I probably am going over probably 15 miles per hour. That's just a guess based on feel. I guess I'll find out afterward how close I was. It also depends on the accuracy of the sensor, which is probably about plus or minus 2 miles per hour. So I think we're gonna, yeah, that's IKEA there to the left. You might be able to see it. I'm gonna make a right here. I'm gonna jump on this road, head up this way. So this is the crossroad. Oh, I missed it again. Is this the crossroad that confused me before? Is anybody behind me? Nope. Let's get over. Choppa choppa choppa. Jeez, I'm gonna have to, oh wait, van vendor, that's what it was, okay. It's just driving me crazy, I couldn't figure it out. Because I guess because I was pulled too far ahead, right? I was waiting in the crosswalk, I should have been stopped further back. I was just giving myself extra room. What is this guy doing? Yeah, see, he's pulling out of the spot because he was pointed the other way. And then he's going that way, like whatever, but I think the intention of the crossed or the slanted parking spaces, I don't know if that really gives you any more room. Like you can add a few more parking stalls that way, but I think the intention of it is like you go in one way and you exit the other way. You don't make a 270-degree U-turn or whatever, not 270, I guess 60 or 45, I don't know. I'm thinking too hard. BikeBlogger. Now there goes the ambulance. I wonder if that was the ambulance we heard earlier. I don't know. All right, people are supposed to stop here, but you know. So yeah, we're on Laclede, I believe. It's weird how the road is like broken, like right to my left there of my wheel, because that's almost like a trolley track. Wouldn't want to get caught in that with a little skinny tire. But I don't know why that's like that. I guess it's because of the order in which they laid the pavement. Like, why is it cracked all the way down? Like pretty perfectly straight. I don't know, it has something to do with roadway construction. I don't know enough about that. Why it would fail. Because yeah, I mean, a crack would be, I guess, considered a failure of anything. Why it would stop like that. Okay, so we're gonna jump onto the sidewalk. Whoa. That was
Yeah, tomorrow you're gonna be at Linden.
Okay, all right. Tomorrow I'll be at Lindenwood. People with their Bluetooth. Oh, that's a dog, yeah. I don't know what that was. Or no, it's a cat. It's a kitty cat. It's a pretty color. It had like spots on it like a dog. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. I really need to drop down, y'all. Eventually. The nice thing about this road is there's no way out behind me, so the only traffic that could be coming from behind me would be people who are, you know, parked back there because they live back there or whatever. Man, I'm looking for okay, here we go. Coming up on an alleyway or something. A nice ramp to get down, yeah. Okay, there we go. It's real nice and quiet for a little bit here. So we're kind of in another neighborhood, subdivision. There's a cyclist. I'll follow him here in a second. That gas station's a really weird spot. There must have been, oh yeah, it looks like that building's pretty old too. I was gonna say, that gas station's in a really weird location. Because this is definitely residential around here. You don't tend to have gas stations that close. It's residential within a, you know, at the cross street of two quiet residential streets. It's kind of unique. Unique. Oh man, there's some pretty fancy houses here. They have no yards, but they're pretty big, pretty fancy houses. Yeah, nice. Nice looking old St. Louis brick homes. It's kind of funny because at one point this would have been considered the exurbs, you know, 100 years ago or whatever, so far away from downtown. Although the time it takes to get from point A to point B is still kind of probably the same with the bike. You know, it takes me about, I think, 30 minutes to get from like where I'm at now to the arch or the river. A 30-minute bike ride. Not that bad. So we rode from my home to St. Louis University and back. So that's what we're doing today. Nice leisurely ride through the city. Now how fast am I going? I'm gonna guess like 12 miles per hour. Nice and leisurely. Cyclist has the right idea ahead of me. He's got well, he's taking the lane as he should, and he's got like some bright clothing on, although that's not necessarily the ideal clothing when the sun is low. You can only do so much about that though. Yep, so final, oh man, the light's green. A cyclist might make it up ahead, but I don't think I am. And I'm not gonna try, I'm just gonna take it easy. It's end of summer 2021. Thanks for coming along with me on this bike ride today. End of summer 2021. Very fun, hope you enjoyed following along. And ride a bike, enjoy the nice weather. I think it's pretty much nice weather all around the world, southern and northern hemisphere, I think. So yeah. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time. Man, that guy's going off-road. Should we follow him? Yeah, let's follow the bike. He's going off-road. We gotta make it through summer without falling off the bike, though. Ugh. Watch those tree roots. See you next time. Bump it, bump it, bump it. Whew. Fireworks.